Hey guys, Caleb Brown, New Planner Recruiting here. Hope you guys are doing well. Hey, happy Father's Day. I hope everybody had a great Father's Day over the weekend. You had a good time with your family and your friends. This week, I want to talk about the pros and cons of the retainer pricing model, the retainer fee structure. So when I got in the business a couple decades ago, it was pretty much 100% AUM and maybe some commission stuff out there. And then the retainer piece was becoming more popular, and now it's more of a substantial part of the profession. So lots of people tend to move from the assets under management to this retainer model. Okay, so retainer, very easy, very transparent when you're trying to sell it and explain it to clients. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, I think it's going to cost $7,000 this year to work with you. Okay, so they sign up, they can pay for it all up front, half at the end. Usually it's an annual fee, or they can pay in monthly increments, okay, and split it out. So simple and easy to administer. You can work with a lot larger variety of clients. They don't have to have a lot of assets. They don't necessarily have to have a big income like an AUM or a percentage of income fee structure. So that's good. You can work with more clients, more Americans. And then I think it's easier from the business standpoint to project your income and your cash flow. You have a certain number of clients, here's the retainer they're paying, and it's pretty easy to project that out versus an assets under management where you might be going like this because your revenue and profitability is tied to the market. So let's look at some cons. You may have told the client that it's going to cost them $7,000, but you look back at your CRM and you realize that it took $15,000 worth of time. Well, you can't keep going on like that. So you have to go renegotiate. And usually what people do is come up with a fee. Sometimes it's annual, but sometimes it's every 2 years. And it could be longer, but you don't want to set it too long because, again, if you're underpricing your services, you're losing money, right? So having lots of uncomfortable fee discussions is not really on the top. Most people don't want to do that. So again, the AUM or the hourly or percentage of net worth or income, once the fee's set, the fee's set. There's not a lot of ongoing discussions. Now they may come back to you and say, hey, I don't know that you really added the value, but that's up to you to make sure the value proposition is there, and something that we've covered in other videos and we'll continue to talk about. The last one is the market goes down. Okay, well, if the market goes down, that's actually a pro. That's a benefit, right? So you're not going to lose revenue. Market goes up, though, you're not going to get the upside. Okay, so a lot of the clients that I work with have said, man, we love this flat fee, the retainer fee, but we leave a lot of money on the table in a bull market. But we have protection in a bear market. So it works both ways. Lots of people going this route who don't want the uncertainty and the instability of their revenue and profitability being tied to the stock market performance. Hope that was helpful. See you next time. Bye-bye.